Ooh, good morning, and how are we today? Brandon's here. Good morning, Mr. Brandon. What's happening? Now that's weird. Huh. Oh, this is interesting. Let's get this thing working again.
$1 billion.
Come on. Dividend stock talk. What the fuck? Ooh, sorry. Issues.
To care for the migrants who invaded our country. And yet they told me.
Okay. Oh, shit. I end up this freaking thing. Da, 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 da. Ah, shit. This ain't gonna work right. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it took freaking long enough to get it done. Shit. Couldn't figure that damn thing out. Alrighty. Well, that was a challenge. That was fun. Alright, anyway, where am I? Where am I? Where am I? How are we doing, everyone? Brandon, good morning, really. Just getting the evening started. Just getting the evening started. Oops. Don't want to mess with that. What the hell am I doing? Playing with the lights. Not sure if that even helped. The big pasta, is that NVIDIA? Well, we'll take a look at NVIDIA. Why the hell not? Yeah, that is NVIDIA. That was pretty good. Picked up on that one pretty good. How are everybody doing this evening? Wow. Alrighty. Let's get started. It is August 28th. August 28th, 2024. This is James. My name's James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, Siglerberth. Bama Redneck. What's up with TikTok? It's having an issue with that. Got it fixed now. What was I saying? James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow, take you along for the ride for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. It is the Wednesday? Yeah, is it Wednesday already, or is today Tuesday? You know what? I really don't even know. No, today's Wednesday. Okay. I lost on SMCI and ASTS. Have to sell at loss since flushing down. Amy, I'm terribly sorry. I gave my opinion on SMCI. Mark Sherman, what's happening? I gave my opinion on SMCI weeks ago, and ASTS was a no for me also. That's okay. All right, on my list I have FDL. What the heck is FDL? FDL. Yeah, it's going to be a no. Halliburton. Here's something good. Halliburton. My bad. Yeah. Should have listened to you. Nah, I don't give advice. Terribly sorry that you lost money, though. Richard, how are you today? Layrock. Am I a real NASCAR driver? Where would you get that idea from? I'm trying to think. Alright, can you look at GHS? What the heck is GHS? GHS has no options, so that's going to be a no. No, I invest weekly cash flow. I have to have weekly options. You're streaming NASCAR. Am I really? Cool beans. How the hell did that ever happen? Well, imagine that. Hey, amigo, ¿qué pasa? ¿Cómo está? Mr. Reggie, what's happening? Okay. So GHS is going to be a no. There's nothing there. It's GHSI. Wait a minute. GHSI. Will you make it sound any better? That's a no also. Rough week, 38 positions, and only one looks like it will hit. Taking the rest of the week. Ooh, Marco wants to look at Coca-Cola. I don't know why Coca-Cola is at a high again today. Why? Why do you want me to look at this? It's going to be no. Okay? I don't buy at the high. You know? Because what am I going to do? Wait for it to go higher? Yeah, I don't play that game. I like buying it at lows. You know, so low here. See it? It went up. A little bit of a dip. Again here, it went up. A little bit of a dip. Keep an eye on it if you want, but man. Man, a $5 dividend. Amazon, big pasta, no. Amazon doesn't have any dividends. Also, Amazon hasn't been profitable. So Amazon is going to be a no. It's not that, okay, use a 52.701. It's not the dividend that I'm looking for. It's the valuation of the company and its consistency of the dividend increases. Pulsar, Intel, huh? Actually, my new TV is sitting right there. I just haven't set it up. Anyway, Intel, INTC. Interesting. First thing I want to see, as always, the high, below. Where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? I want to take a close look here in the last 30 days because that's what's going to happen. Kroger, hey Mark. We'll take a gander at it. You know, last 30 days. Check that out. 30 days ago was the 30-day high. Then she gaps down, finds this bottom somewhere around, what is that, the 8th? pulls up a little bit, comes back down. It's sitting at 1961. So at 1930, the closest one is going to be the 1950. And it's still paying 48 cents a share, which is still over 2%. I like 2%. I like Intel. Okay. Chesapeake Energy, CHK. Amy, hey James, thanks a ton for Amazon talk. I sold it when it was high up. Save my ask. Okay, and that wasn't my intention. My intention was, hey, if it ain't a profit until you take it. I think I got one a little bit smaller. UPS. Kevin wants to look at UPS. UPS. Playboy. VTI? No. SPY? No. Sorry. When's a good time for Intel? Well, we'll take a look at Intel right now. Okay. The question you have to ask yourself is, do I like Intel at this current price? This current price right now is $19.39. You make your money in the stock market when it hits the bottom and goes up, not when she's high and goes higher. Yeah. Darvin Lee, Mr. James, I need to get in touch with you. I text you on your TikTok account. Did you really? You do realize there's 27 people pretending to be me. You could have gotten one of them. Here is just fine. All right. Enjoying your way to teach this. Enjoying your way to teach this. Lots to learn on navigation of Thinkorswim. Sinbad, you're right. Pablo, I met you in '79 in Manhattan. That's funny. I don't think I was in '79. I was in 9th grade. Definitely wasn't in Manhattan. Thank you for a bit more info on Intel. You got it. Thanks for explaining trading versus selling and the advantage of each. Well, Tasha, good for you. Simone, how are you tonight? All right, so that's Intel. Let's take a look at something else. CO. I have no idea what CO is, but somebody wants to look at it. Global Cord Blood Corporation.com. Yeah, what the hell is that? CO, that's nonsense. Halliburton. We can finish Halliburton. Alright, so here's Halliburton. There's the high. There's the low. It's where it was a year ago. Here's where it is now. Here's the direction it's going. Currently at 31 at the moment. The 31 is going for 29.31. That's still 1%. And that's for this week, for 2 more days. WFC, Intel. Didn't we already look at Intel? We actually, seriously, we just looked at Intel. Sorry, Simone, we just looked at it before you got here. What was that? I'll write down something. IBM. IBM's next, actually. Hood's a no. SMCI's a no also. Okay? Hood doesn't have 20 years of increased dividends. Neither does SMCI. Alright. Halliburton. Let's take a closer look. A year ago was sitting at 38. Jumped up to the high of the year at 43.82. The bottom of the year was the 5th of August. That was just a couple of weeks ago. That's the bottom of the year. And that was 30.31. Alright, so the last 30 days. Last 30 days we're at 34. Then she jumps up to 35. Dropped down here to 30. And is slowly working its way up. And they had 2 days pulling back, yesterday and today. So yesterday and today is bringing it down. I'm going to be looking at this to find a new bottom of that. I'm going to write this down for next week. Because Halliburton looks like she's going to drop a little bit more. Alright, So Halliburton we'll take a look at next week. Do you think BA will drop big negative news coming out? That I don't know. We will see. All right, Halliburton. Let's see what it normally does this time of year. Well, got a little bit of a drop coming up. Go sideways for a little bit of a drop in the next in about a week or so. Rich, you want to look at Chevron, CVX. Thoughts on BDAG. BDAG, what the heck is BDAG? It should give you an indication right there. If I have to say, what the heck is that? It usually means it's going to be a no. Okay? I've been doing this long enough. I know a good quality company when I see one. BDAG, never heard. You know what? What the heck is BDAG? Well, that's my opinion on Halliburton. Everything looks good. BDAG. Yeah, no to BDAG. Anyway, what do we have next? Create a blah blah blah, subscription blah blah blah. Black Dog expected to hit 10 a share in 05. Calvin, I have no idea what Black Dag is. Block Dag. What app to trade? DHT. What the heck is DHT? Yeah. DHT is a monthly optional stock. I don't like monthlies. The numbers just don't work. Sorry. Okay. That's not an app. That is a trading platform. Thoughts on Tesla? No. I think level 202 can hold. We'll buy if it can break 210 level. Interesting. What's the trading platform? This is Think or Swim. It's available through Charles Schwab. You can download it for free on the computer. Where was I? I am at IBM. That's where I'm at. IBM. Yeah, IBM's going to be a no for this week. I mean, it's at the high of the year. 198, 200's going for 82, 197's to, yeah, nope. I don't like buying at the high of the year. Don't get me wrong, I mean, it's probably a good place for it to be. Thank you. I'm going to clean up my portfolio to focus on weeklies. Florida electrician. This is the first time here. Rizik. Walgreens. WBA. We'll take a look at that in a second. So IBM, the 198s go for 167. But if you like it at where it is, I don't like buying at the high. All right, that's IBM. Apple next. Interesting. First thing I want to see, always, the high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? Once I see those five, now I'm looking at what can I buy it for? 225. The 225 is going for 277. Well, that's over 1%, but that's about it. A year ago, we're sitting at 180. The bottom of the year was in the middle of April, and that was 164.73. Look at the top. It topped out at 130. What was it? 132? No, that's not right. 136. 137.23. Okay, 127.33. They're sitting right now at 226. Okay, fine. Last 30 days. Yeah, look at that. 30 days ago, we're down here at 217. jumps up to 225, drops to 195, and now we're sitting at 230. But the nice thing about Apple, check out Apple. Hold on one second. You're going to like this. Okay, here's a seasonality chart for Apple. Look, January 1st, all the way over here to the left. Nothing but up all year long. Now, this is 10 years worth of data. This is the average movement. The average movement from Apple from January 1st to December 31st is nice to the upside. H-Row, hello. Siri looks nice for next week. All right, Brian, Siri, S-I-R-I. Let's turn this back. Now, I do like Apple. They used to pay better premiums, but now it's not so much. Siri, S-I-R-I. First out, I always want to see, first thing, high, low, where was it, where is it, what direction is it going? That 321, 3 is going for 22, this 3 is going for 12. I can't be right. Well, the 3.5 is going for 5, which is more than 1.5%. Let's take a look. A year ago, we're at 414, topped out at 579, and the bottom was at 241, and that was the beginning of June. Okay, it went up, pulled back, last 30 days. Here's your last 30 days for Siri. 370 drops down here to 280, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's going to the upside. I mean, it's almost perfectly clear. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks okay. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now it's going back up again. Hey James, how about a look at Kohl's? It meets all your requirements. You know, David, you're right. Kohl's is one of my favorite stocks. I actually have a bunch of Kohl's. Okay? Here's the high of the year, the bottom of the year. It's where it was a year ago. This is where it is now. It looks like she's bouncing off of a new bottom. So let's zoom in, take a little closer look. Before that, though, 1965 is the purchase price. 1950s are going for 57. Well, that's a nice premium. And so is in the 20s. It's going for 33. And then next week's 1950 is going for 65. That's nice also. That's 3%. I like 3%. 3% works for me. Becca, hello. Chevrolet. Enchanté, mon chéri, toujours. How are you doing today, my dear? All right, let's keep on moving. Okay, a year ago, 24.89, bottomed out in mid-October at 17.73. Top of the year, tell you, my laddie, 29.63, and that is the beginning of April. Okay, last 30 days. Here we go. Check that out. That is interesting looking. Okay, 30 days ago we're at 21, shoots on up to 22.50, drops down to 18.50, up, down, now she's going to the upside. Nice, I like Kohl's. Okay, I actually have Kohl's at 23. And what did I sell? I sold something. I have no idea. Let's go find out. I sold the 20s. Holy shit. Wait a second. Closed at 1965. That doesn't read right. Look at the chart closely. 1965 is here, but the high should be up here at 2020. No, yeah, 2020. That's where it should be, 2020. Or it should be a red day, because the opening says 2024, and the low is 1922, and they close at 1965. Yeah, that should be a red day, not a green day. That's weird. Look at the numbers. They don't match up. Interesting. My chart Kohl's is red. Well, mine's showing it green. There you go. How's that? That's a different picture now, isn't it? It is what it is. There's so much crap on this, it's impossible to figure it all out. Thoughts on U.S. Steel? Alright, we'll take a look at that one, Brian. Alrighty, that being said, yeah, the 20s are paying over 1%. That's freaking cool. Julie! Mine is green Kohl's, yeah. You have to go in and change the style right up here. If you go to the style, click on that, then the chart type. Okay? It tells you the chart type. There's the bar chart, the candle chart, trend, the Heiken Ashi, and all different ones. I'm using the candle one now. I was at a different one this morning, a little while ago. Yeah, but today's Kohl's, hey music fans, hey, today's Kohl's should be red. See, the opening price is 2024, and the close is 1965. So 2024 is up here, 1965 is down here. It should be red. Right. I had the wrong chart up. What software are you using? Lobo. That is Think or Swim. You can download it for free right onto your laptop or your main computer, whatever you want to call it nowadays. All right, that's Kohl's. Next on the list is Verizon, VZ. All right, here we are with Verizon. The high of the year, right there in April. Here's the bottom. High, low, was, is, what direction? Cool. All looks cool. Let's go a little bit deeper. Okay, the purchase price right now, $41.56. The 41.50s go 21. Not this week. 41.50 next week. Nah, just barely making you 1%. Just barely. All right. A year ago, we were sitting at 33.40, bottomed out at 30.16. That was back in October. The high of the year was 43.42, and that was the beginning of April. That was weird. There we go. 30 days ago, we're at 40 bucks. 40 bucks jumps up to 42. That's the high right there. 42 drops down to 39.60. Goes up, pulls back, shoots up. Kind of looks like it's stalling up because Monday was the high. Was the high so far. Yesterday, not as high. Today, not as high. But what are we paying? 41.50, 39 to 43, almost 1%. But you got to ask yourself, do I like Verizon? I like Verizon. Brian, APA, that's Apache. Also, Macy's 2 weeks before dividends, maybe drop a bit and buy. All right, Macy's. We'll take a look at Macy's. My favorite stock. Why not? Lobo, Think or Swim. AGNC has me excited. Tropical Retirement. Whoo! You gotta let me know where you are. I'm in Sarasota, Sarasota, Bradenton, St. Petersburg area. AGNC. AGNC. Lot. L-O-T. Is that right? Or is it IoT? I have no idea. Well, Verizon. Let's go to the next one. Next one on the list is Disney. D-I-S. Ooh, check it out. Here's the high, the low, where it was, where it is. What direction is it going? Okay, a year ago, 84.12. We had a double bottom at 79. That was the beginning of October and the beginning of November. The high of the year. We got triple high for the year. Right, 123.91 area. From there she drops down. Here's her bottom. Here's the last 30 days. And she hits the peak at 95, drops down at 84. That's $11. That's over 10%. Shoots back up and pulls back last 2 days. So apparently the high is Monday. It was sitting 89.40 now. It looks like she's coming back down now. Time is more important. Yes, it is. Your strategy's safe, but not exciting. But my type. James, terribly sorry, but that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for safety, simplicity, predictability, and consistency. Okay? Andrea, I own ANC. I believe they are monthly options, and they should drop to 8 or lower in November. ANC. Okay, well, ANC is not pulling up, Andrea. But okay. AGNC. AGNC. Now that's a color of a different horse. Okay, right now it's at 1028. Interesting place for it to be. Here's the high, here's the low, here's what it was, here's what it is. The direction is this way. 1030 to 1050, yeah, worthless this week. And next week, not even close. You see the numbers? The numbers are absolutely atrocious. 1034, the 10s go for 13. No thanks. The 1050, 1 cent? Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't like companies that have crappy premiums. Can we look at AAP? They sold their 1.5 million distribution company, which dropped the stick. Oh, ATEC. I'm pretty sure she meant stock, but let's take a look at it. AAP. That could have been what it was. We looked at this yesterday and we're trying to figure out what was this. So apparently, here's our high, here's our low. Because right now we're at the new low. It was over here, now we're here. So let's take a good gander at it. At 46.69, the closest one's going to be the 47, and that's paying 2%. This week is still paying 1%. Well, it's kind of weird because we got what? Thursday and Friday, you got 2 days, and it's still paying 1%. While next week is paying 2%. Yes, apologize. Blame Siri for the typos. Charlo. If an option expires, is there a commission that has to be paid? No. That has to move in like 10 months. Okay. Okay. Oh, and I mean 1.5 billion. Well, billion's a lot. So I was kind of curious. 1.5 million is not a lot with a company like that. But 1.5 billion, that's a different story. All right. With that being said, it's still paying nicely. A year ago, 65, topped out at 88.56. Okay, and that was back in the middle of March. Okay, last 30 days. Last 30 days, she's just kind of going sideways, up, down, nice movement here, and they had that bit of news, then this thing dropped and it's still going down. Okay, the bottom's not here yet. So I'm going to write that down for next week. Maybe do a little bit more research as to why it dropped. Oh, it's already written down for next week. Alrighty. So next I have on the list is Ford. Bama Redneck, thanks. Thinking about setting up and taking the AM class and investing. Go in late to work. That makes sense. Right. So I remember when I first started broadcasting, I was still working. So I said, you know what? Let's not go to work until 10 or 10:30, I think it was. Anyway, Ford. Here's our high right here. Here's our bottom, which was just recently. There a year ago. Here we are now at 11.04. The 11s are going for 12 cents for this week. And next week they're going for 22. Well, alrighty then. A year ago was sitting at 11.98. Topped up on the 18th of July. And that was 14.85. Got a gap down here. Finds the bottom on the 5th. And that was 9.49. Okay, 9.49 here. Look at the run up here. Nice. And Monday was the high. Okay, today and yesterday both lower than Monday's high. So not quite buying opportunity, but still it's 11 bucks. Ford book value is a lot higher than that. 11, yep, so 11's go for 2 cents. For 2% for next week for Ford. Hell yeah, I'm gonna write Ford for next week. Especially at 11 bucks. Why the hell not? Alright, that being said, let's move on. LMT, Lockheed Martin. Who came up with Lockheed Martin? LMT. Yeah, 563. That's a little bit out of my price range. Alright. Look where she is. She's actually at the high of the year. So that's going to be a no. And it's way out of my price range. You know, so I don't look at it when it gets that high. Even it's 500 bucks a share. If you think I can do $500 a share, yeah, no, sorry. Okay, Lockheed Martin's no. Waste Management. Someone came up with that one last night. Interesting. Okay. There's our high. There's our low. Nice direction. This is where it was. This is where it is. This is where it's going. 211, 210, 75. Not quite there, but next week, not quite there either. Sorry, Waste Management just coming up a little bit short. That stuff is horrible. Ugh. James, we had a younger visitor yesterday that called Walgreens his grandma's store. Well, alrighty then. Grandma must be loaded if she has her own store. Anyway, next on the list, AbbVie, ABBV. Quickly, it's going to be a not this week. High of the year was yesterday. Starting to pull back today, more than likely get all this space for profit taking. Even though it's at 196 and the 197 is not even 1%. So that's going to be a no both ways. It's too high and the numbers aren't working. I did some research on what Walgreens owns and does not retail store, and not just retail stores. Well, that'd be interesting. Because I know they have 8,700 stores. It's around 940, but incredible what Walgreens owns and has got in there. Okay. Kroger. Hey y'all, Shark saying, hey, Tasha, how do I get the graph on the left? CVS, hey Big Pasta. CVS. Tasha, how do I get the graph on the left and the trader on the right? Graph on the left. The graph always shows on the left. Trade on the right. Well, that's always on the right. Damn it. Oh. Alright. First thing I want to look at, here's our high right here, a little bit about 58. Down here below 42. A year ago we're at 46. Now we're at 53. Okay, look at the direction it's going. Just came down, now it's shooting back up. Okay, cool. Let's take a closer look. What about SJM? Is that Smuckers? SJM. My view is different. I can only choose one or the other. Tasha? The graph is the quick chart. I'm not quite sure. Use a 54, 51. What about Kava? Kava doesn't have 20 years of increase. They haven't been around long enough. Just not. If you're going to invest your money, me personally, I want someone who has historical performance. Someone who's been around. Someone there's some longevity and some track record. Okay? I like companies that are consistently profitable and consistently increasing their dividends. ARCC, you've got to be kidding me, really? ARCC. That's no. It's ARCC's monthly optional stock. Kevin, UPS, isn't that on the list? Yeah, it's on the list. About 2 more to go before we get to CVS. Next on my list, I have Pfizer. PFE, Pfizer. Okay. Our high was a year ago at 37. Bottom was somewhere around 25, and that was the end of April. Jumps up to 31.5. We're sitting at 28.75 at the moment. Shopify is going to be a no. Thank you for your participation. Currently, we're sitting at 28.74. 28.50 to go for 55. Okay, this week's 28.50s is still paying 38 cents, which is still over 1% for this week, which is just what? Tomorrow and Friday, that's it. And then next week's is only paying 1%. That's weird. No, wait a minute, 28.50, paying 55 for next week. Alright, is what it is. Okay, a year ago was the high of the year, 36.94. Bottomed out end of April at 25.23. 25.23. Last 30 days. There you go. Last 30 days. Check it out. 30.75 jumps up to 31.50. Here's our bottom here, right around 27.80. Now we're sitting at 28.75. Not quite sure which direction it's going. It's not really clear at this moment. The bottom's here. She goes up a little bit, pulls back a little bit, up a little bit, pulls back a little bit. So, not clearly. I got it. I selected the quick chart. Thanks. Tasha, you can make your own home screen on Thinkorswim. Now does Family Dollar look like? Ooh, Neil. Family Dollar. Is it? No. Alright, what's Family Dollar? I don't know what it is. Starbucks, SBUX. Family Dollar. What the heck is FDO? Damn it. Shows you how often I trade it. I don't know. Kohl's still looks good for 2 days left. Yes, it does, Wade. We already looked at that a little while ago. Starbucks, and then we'll take a look at Family Dollar a little bit. Starbucks. There's our high. There's our low. That's where she was over here. Here's where we are now. Like that big gap up. We got a big gap down. And then we got one back to the upside. Okay, fine. A year ago, 96.78. Top of the year was 107.74. We bottomed out beginning of May at 72.01 after that big drop, that big gap down. Okay, a little bit of turmoil here. Now another gap up. We call those black swans. Okay, black swan, black swan, black swan. That's 3 in a year. That's a lot. Target has a lot more. It's like 4 or 5 this year. All right. Okay, here's your last 30 days. 30 days ago, you're in the 70s. Right? Now you're up in the 90s. The high 90s, below 70. That's a big spread. Looks like there might be profit taking. There's a big, huge gap here. It might fill, and that would be not a good thing. What causes black swans? Well, I'm going to say the market maker. Because it's the market maker's decision. You know, because it closed here at around 77. Okay? Closed 77 on the 12th. Very next day, it opens up in the 90s. That's the market maker's doing. And the market maker can do whatever he wants. What happens if the stock tanks, let's say $10? How do you make 1% the next week? Flipper, good question. XDTE weekly dividends as well. They pay every Friday. Yeah, you're right. XDTE. We'll take a look at XDTE in a little bit, and I'll tell you why I don't like them. It kind of beats around the bush, doesn't it? Okay, right now, Starbucks is at 95.40. The 96 is going to 59. Nope, the 96 is here, 123. So for next week, the numbers look good for Starbucks. If you like Starbucks. Remember, that's the number one question. Rule number one, never buy something you do not want to hold on to for a long period of time. Buy it as if you're going to buy it and never get rid of it. If it happens to hit your target and you make a profit, well, hell, ain't a profit till you take it. Okay, so Zip Nuts wants to take a look at XDTE. It's a monthly. Okay? Monthly options means I can only do it once a month. Once a month means only 12 times a year. And I do know that I didn't go to college, but I do know that 52 is a hell of a lot better than 12. Kevin wants to look at Carnival Cruise Line. Okay, interesting. Yeah, Zip Nuts, I know that. It has weekly op. Wait a minute. No. XDTE. That's monthly, dude. That's a monthly optional stock. That's not a weekly optional stock. The day before the Black Swan, is there normally a stock volume jump or other indicator? Nope. Charlie, they call it a Black Swan because it's something that rarely ever happens. It shows up. It's like, where's lightning going to strike? Nobody knows. A Black Swan just shows up. I don't know. Maybe the market maker had a lovely morning, had a good breakfast. Maybe the sun's shining over his garden. I have no idea. I have no idea why the market maker manipulates the news to a point where he creates something like that. Big gap ups, big gap downs. You wake up one morning, you know what, I think the stock's worth $30 more today than it was yesterday. Who knows why he does it? Equal opportunity. Who knows why she does it? No idea. Alright, so XDTE is a monthly. Mateo. FRFR. I have no idea what that means. Alright. Next on the list, UPS. UPS. Okay, Darbin Lee wants to look at Mickey D's. We'll take a look at MCD. Mickey D's, Mickey D's, Mickey D's. All right, a year ago, we're at the high of the year. It looks like 170, 175. The bottom at 120. We're currently at 127. Look at this black swan right there. Okay, big drop from 145 down to 130. Big drop. Okay, what happens? Don't know. What stock are we watching tomorrow? Matt, I don't watch stocks on a daily basis. I watch them on a weekly basis. Devon Energy, DVN. DVN. Okay, Rich Bruno, Bitto. Yeah, no, I jumped into Bitto earlier this year. Got bit in the butt. I said, no more. Are you still looking into hedge funds? Yes, Mark, I am. I got a few outlines. I got, what do you call that damn thing? A PPM placement thingy. Then I got to get the legal structure done, and I'm still looking for the partners. So I haven't got the partners yet. The Bible Health Book Profit. BGC. What the heck is BGC? BGC. Yeah. Sorry, dude. The BGC is going to be a no. Alright. Next on my list, Chevron CVX. CVX. Alright. CVX. There's our high, 172. Our bottom here at 140. It hits it again twice. We got a double bottom, 140. Once in January and again in August. She shoots up, pulls back, big drop. Now she's going to the upside. We're sitting at 146 at the moment. This week's 146 is a little for a buck. Okay, no, next week's 146 is 178. That's well over 1%. I like stocks that give me over 1%. I like Chevron. I've bought in Chevron a couple of times this year. Got no problem buying it again. Okay? So Chevron, a year ago, sitting at 159, jumps up to a high at 171.56. And that's the end of September of last year. What site are we on? Okay, Harvey, this is Think or Swim. It's not a site, it's a trading platform. Erica wants to look at the gap. GPS. GPS. Alright, we'll take a look at that in a little bit. Alright, Chevron. A year ago, 160, high 171. Okay, you have a double bottom at 139, once in January and again in August. Look at our last 30 days. 30 days ago at 158, jumps up to 162, drops down to a bottom at 140. 140 is the bottom. Okay, up, down. She's coming down at the moment. This is one of those ones I just keep my eye on. And next week might be a good time to look at Chevron. CVX for next week. Okay, next on the list, BDAG. What the heck is BDAG? XDT payment dates. XDTE 628, 7/5, 7/12, 7/19, 7 blah 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 blah. Okay. QDTE and XDTE. Okay, there's still going to be a no. Sherwin-Williams. Okay. XDTE. Monthly. QDTE. Monthly. Terribly sorry, but it says monthly. You can argue all you want. It really doesn't do you any good, because if it says monthly up here, okay, and you're saying it's a weekly, I can't help you out. James, everyone, hope y'all had a blessed day. Long day for me. Okay, rude dude. Weekly dividend, not weekly options. Well, interesting. A company that pays weekly dividends? XDTE. Well, imagine that. It does pay weekly. Interesting. All right, well, let's look at the summary. There's no... What? Oh, well, now that's interesting. Okay, he didn't tell me that this thing's only been paying dividends since March of this year. Hell no. Why would I want something that doesn't even have 1 year of business under their wing? All right, Bomberinick. What's dividends at for XDTE? Well, we'll take a look at the dividends for XDTE. 39 last week, 39 the week before, 41, 35, 20. But they've only started paying their dividends March of this year. So they don't even have 1 year of dividends yet. So that's going to be a no. No historical performance whatsoever. Why are we looking at something like this? When I say I want 20 years of increased dividends, why are we looking at this? This doesn't even have 1 year of dividends yet. Don't get me wrong, weekly dividends looks nice, but how long can that company do that? Kevin, SCHW. SCHW. Charles Schwab. I don't think Charles Schwab has 20 years of dividends. SCHW. Yeah, Charles Schwab's only paid 2 dividends. Definitely not on my list. All right, next on the list we have Walgreens. Well, here we go. What's happening with Walgreens today? WBA. What's the dividend site you're in? Well, the dividend site I was in was Yahoo Finance. Go to Yahoo Finance. Okay. Yahoo Finance on the left-hand side, summary, news, research, statistics, historical data, financials, analysis, options, holdings, stuff like that. The fundamentals. Walgreens had been painful. Well, let's take a look at it. Oh, she went down again today. Holy cow. 925. Now, I have Walgreens at 12. All right, here's my position right here at 12. Okay? That's uncomfortable tell for me. But you know what? It's been around for over 100 years. I really don't think it's going anywhere. And at this moment in time, the 936 being the bottom, okay, it is actually at a very low. 936 at the money, the 950s are going for 11, which is over 1%. Next week's 950s going for 22. That's over 2%. Next on the list, APA. Well, here comes Apache. Okay, Apache. Our highs here at 46. Our bottoms here at 27. That's where it was, is where it is the flow. At the moment, it's at 28.69. We'll be looking at the 29s this week. No, next week's 41. Nice. Next week looks good for Apache. So let's take a quick look. 43.13 a year ago, topped out at 46.27. Okay, the bottom of the year was the 5th of August. Okay, so 30 days ago we're at 31, and a high at 33.41. Check it out, the high at 33.41 drops down here, shoots up, back, back. Who knows what she's doing today? Okay, see Monday we're at 29, now we're at 28.50. So we're down in the last 2 days. What do you mean by next week? By next year? Okay. Austin, what's up? Okay, Harvey. When I say next week, 30 August, that's this week. Okay, these options up here expire this week. These options right here, 6 September, they expire next week. These options here, 13 September, that's 2 Fridays away. 20 September, that's 3 Fridays away. 4 Fridays, 5 Fridays, every single Friday. Okay, I'm looking at this week's Fridays, which is the 30th of August, and this next week's is the 6th of September. Okay, this is this week, this is next week. Erica, what's the name? Oh, the name, APA, it's Apache. Thanks, I need to learn what options are. Alrighty then. Options are more or less, well, it's a legal binding contract that allows someone to buy something from someone at a certain price by a certain date. How naked selling call work and risk? Alexander, that's a lot of risk. Okay, naked selling means that's a level 5 trading. Okay, which means you have enough clout in order to do whatever you want, and if you're wrong, you just foot the bill. Alright, next on the list, now we're up to my favorite stock, Macy's. And what happened with Macy's today? Down a little bit. Interesting. Okay, the high of the year, 22. That was back in March. The bottom of the year, it looks like it was in October. A year ago, we're at 12. Bottomed out below 11. Topped out at 22. We're down at 15 at this moment in time. Let's take a quick look. 1530s to 1550s are going for 13 to 15. You could get 1% this week. But next week, 27. Not quite 2%, but you know, still a nice number for next week for Macy's. That's a very chilly way to trade. You know what, Darbany, I forgot what we missed. Alright. What am I looking at? Okay. A year ago, Macy's, 12.19. Bottomed out at 10.52. Topped out at 22.10. Last 30 days. This is the current direction we're looking at this moment in time. 30 days ago, we're at 16.75. So we went up, down, up, down, up. Then now we're going back to the downside. Okay, so I actually have Macy's. What do I have Macy's at? Okay, I have Macy's at 16. You gotta be shitting me. Okay. I wasn't looking at the right chart. Alright, Macy's. 16.52. It's currently at 15.38. I sold the 16.50s and the 16s. Both are going to expire worthless. That works for me. And it looks like we'll trade next week's 16s. Next week's 16s going for 13 cents a share at the moment, just a little bit off. The 1550s are going for 27. Nah, that's a little too close. A little too close for comfort. See, I have no problem whatsoever selling the 16s next week. That's 2 strikes out of the money for Macy's. Because I don't mind Macy's. Yeah, I give Macy's a little bit of leeway. But the 1550 is a higher premium, but it's too close to the money, so it actually might go up and be called out, and actually might lose money on that one. So that's going to be a no for me. All right, let's get back to where we were. All right, that was Macy's. AGNC, we already did that. IoT, what the heck is IoT? IoT. Yeah. No, IoT. Okay. IoT. Samsara Inc. Never heard of it. So let's go to Yahoo Finance. IoT. And see what their dividends look like. No dividends. That's probably why I've never heard of it. Kevin, you want to look at like Dollar General, huh? Dollar General's on my list. Check it out, Dollar General. High at 170, bottom at 100. A year ago we're at 155, we're at 123 at the moment. Interesting. What is the numbers that we're looking at? 125.40. The 125s are going for 495 for this week. Oh, that's huge. That's almost 4%. Next week's 125 is going for 5%. Well, almost 5%. Nice. I like that. All right, well, let's take a close look. Dollar General, a year ago, 155. Bottomed out the beginning of October at 152. Okay, the top of the year was 167.93. Last 30 days looks like not a good time to jump in. 30 days ago at 117, jump up to 125, back down to 114 before she shoots up to the 30-day high at 127. Little pullback, a little bit of it to the upside. It looks like she should start coming down now. So it looks like. Okay, tomorrow might be different. Earnings probability, don't know. Randall Ray, how are you today? Mr. Randall Ray. CVS. Okay, CVX is next on the list. High of the year, bottom, high, low, was, is, direction right here. I'll take a closer look at that one. 57.20, the 58s, not this week, the 58s next week. Yeah, looks good for next week. DG earnings are tomorrow. Can we go over Tesla? Cody, there's no point in going over Tesla because Tesla is not on the list. And the reason why Tesla is not on the list is because Tesla doesn't have any dividends. Okay, the name of the show says dividend investing for weekly cash flow. So if the company has no dividends, it's not going to be here. Okay, now Tesla may be a great company and Elon may be a great employer, but he doesn't share his profits, which means I don't want to take a look at it because it's pointless, in my opinion. Okay, Tesla may work great for you. Okay, CVS, last 30 days. Alrighty. There's our 30-day high at 64. 30-day bottom, 55.50. Pulls up, down, down. She's going to the downside at the moment, so CVS may look good for next week, not this week. CVS. Sorry, CVS down for next week. Amazon's good. Alex, Amazon doesn't have any dividends either. Amazon is not a profitable company. They may look like they're profitable because they're everywhere. No, they have a lot of investors, which means a lot of money coming in, but it's not profitable. Okay, fair point. I'm still new, so thank you for your opinion. All right. Now, Cody, there's a reason why. Okay. Now, when you say you're fairly new, okay, you might be looking for capital appreciation, which Amazon fits into that. Long-term Amazon should be fairly well. If you like Amazon, okay, AMZN. Alright, so here we're looking at Amazon. A year ago, we're at 130. The bottom was around 120 for the year. Shoots up to 200, pulls back, okay, loses 30% of its value in July. Okay, then from the beginning of August at 150 to 180 to 170, okay, that's the movement. What does Amazon usually do year over year? Now, I don't like anything long-term whatsoever. I'm strictly weekly. Check that out. You can buy it in January and you sell it in September. Because apparently September is the peak. And from September, the fourth quarter is just basically flat. No increase whatsoever. Finally understand the graph. Yay! Can you explain the depth? The right side of the screen. Depth. Definitely not quite sure what depth means. Right side of the screen. All right, Tasha, I don't know what you mean by the left. I know what you mean by the right side. How about Tesla? No. With Robo-Taxi coming out October 8th and Amazon earnings coming out October 25th. Alex, Tesla's a no. Robo-Taxi, never heard of it. I mean, I know they're, it's like a Tommy Cab? Johnny Cab. Tasha, I think you mean the option chain? Could very well be. How does the stock differ from an option? I just bought shares in Vanguard. Harvey, hey, Darbanley, yeah, Uber's a no. They don't have 20 years of increased dividends. You're lucky if they have any. How does stock differ from an option? Well, a stock, you own a portion of the company. An option, you have the right to buy a stock, which is a portion of the ownership. Okay, stocks have no expiration date. Options do expire. So, stock, you actually own part of the company. An option, you have the right to buy the stock at a certain price by a certain time. Yes, the option chain, trying to understand the line. The line, well, the option chain here, right here, the filter, leave it off, you probably never use it. When it says spread, single is just buying a stock, selling the option against it. It's just the option by itself. No variables to go along with it. But if you click on it, it gives you all the different trading strategies there are. Okay, you have a vertical, back ratio, calendar, diagonal, straddle, strangle, all these other ones right here, which are very complicated. Remember this trading strategy? Veil, sorry, Big Pasta, Veil's going to be a no. SA, I have no idea what SA is. Darby, you texted me on Instagram as well. Cool. Cody, do you day trade? No. And what's your daily target? Cody, I don't day trade. Okay? What am I writing down? I was getting ready to write something down. SA. I have no idea what SA is. Okay, yeah, I'm not a day trader. Alright, so next, after that, you have the layout. Now, the layout is kind of interesting. It gives you different information. I have it set up with volume and open interest. That tells me how many option contracts there are out there and how many people actually bought or sold today. Alright?
theta, price, mark, not really that important. The last exchange, volume, open interest, that's a good one. Implied volatility, probability of being out of the market, and the delta. Position, intrinsic, extrinsic, the deltas, the delta, the gamma, the theta, the vega, and you can customize it however you want. I just leave it at volume and open interest. Tells me how many options are out there. Okay, so for instance, we're taking a look at Amazon. Right now, the current price is 167. Not 170. There's 4,400 contracts today, and there was 13,000 altogether. That's a lot. 27,000 at 172, 27,000 at 175, 14,000 at 177. It just gives you an idea how many people are interested in those options. All right. Anyway, next on the list, SJM. Sounds like Smuckers. SJM. SJM. Smuckers. Imagine that. I was right. I don't trade Smuckers, but I knew what it was. Smuckers is a monthly, which means the numbers just don't work. Okay? So I can do monthlies once per month. That's only 12 times per year. I like weeklies. That's 52 times a year. 52 is a hell of a lot better than 12. So I just don't do monthlies. So SJM is a no. FDE, Family Dollar. Oh, I got a rose. Thank you, Kevin. That was nice of you. Ooh, Kevin wants to look at Hershey's. HSY. Sorry, Family Dollar has no option, so Family Dollar is going to be a no. Mickey D's. MCD. McDonald's. Alright, so McDonald's. Let's take a gander. There's the high. Here's the low. Okay, move over to the side so you can see better. High, low, was, is, what direction is it going? It looks like it's stalled out right there and it's pulling back now. Who do we have here? Ed. Ed, how are you doing today, Mr. Ed? Alright, that being said, let's continue to move. Alright. A year ago, Mickey D's is sitting at 283. Top of the year was 302. James, did I finally get it set up? Okay, I'm not quite sure. Let's go over to YouTube thing and see what those questions were. Hello, CVS, so naked. Bill, did I finally get it set up? Blah, blah, blah. Which states are best place from you LLC for trading accounts? Ooh, Marie, that's a good one. How do you feel about Nokia or Neo? N-O-K and Neo. Well, we'll take a look at both of them. Queen J, how do you feel about NOK? All right, we looked at that one. Let's take a look at the question over here on YouTube. Which states are best places to form the LLC for a trading account? Ooh, Marie. Your best bet is to talk to a tax strategist or a tax planner. Tell them exactly what you want to do and tell them exactly how you want to play it. Say, that is something you're going to have to figure out because I can't help you out with that one. Okay? I would look at a place where you pay the least amount of taxes or any taxes if you don't have to. Tally, Cammy. Was that Tall Cammy? Tally Cammy. I don't know how to pronounce it, sorry. But hello. Alright, Mickey D's. Okay, we bottomed out on the 9th at 243.74. Okay, so this is where we are now. And it does not look that favorable. Okay? Here's our bottom at 245. Tops at 291. Well, it's at the high of the 30-day period, so that's going to be a no for me. Okay, the 290s are going for 867, and next week's is going for 133. The numbers just don't work. Wait a minute, the 287.50. Yeah, 287.05. The 287.50 is going for 2.25, not quite 1%. Okay. No, I like 1% or more. Mickey D's isn't handing it over. Okay, next on the list is Devon Energy, DVN. First thing, always, high, the low, where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? 44.72. The 45s are going for 19 this week, 51 next week. Next week's looks better. Sigma, how are you today? Oh, I said it right. Okay, cool. All right. A year ago, Devon's at 50.97, bottomed out at the beginning of February at 41.21, topped out 55, and that was the beginning of April. Here's our last 30 days. 30 days ago at 46, jumped up 47.50. A couple of days later, we're at 41. That's a $6 drop. That's close to 15% drop in 3 days. Well, yeah, get my attention. Shoots back up, comes back up, and then down. She's going to a little bit on the downside. It looks like she's going down. I'm going to write Devon Energy for next week. It's already written down for next week. Well, alrighty then. Holy shit. It's only 10:30. We got another hour to go. Alrighty. Next on the list, Gap GPS. I forget who wanted to see the Gap. What? The Gap does have options. I've traded the Gap before. Something ain't right. SA. So we're going to skip the Gap because it's not pulling up. ENVX. Never even heard of it. Alright, ENVX. Let's put it into Yahoo Finance and find out what kind of dividends ENVX pays. Katie wants to look at 3M. Alright, did that say Evonox? Enovix. There are no dividends in the selected time period. That means it's a waste of time. Sorry about that, dude. Next on the list, SA. What is SA? Seabridge Gold. Yep, that's a no. After that, Hershey's. HSY. 191. HSY. Hershey's. There's our high last year, 220. There's our bottom, 180. That was back in December. Look at that. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. She's on a downturn at the moment, but let's take a look at it. Kevin wants to take a look at Merck. MRK. Alrighty. ENVX is going to be a no. Sorry, dude. Alright. Hershey's. Last 30 days. It's pretty clear. Okay. 30 days ago, 192. Shoots up to 203. Pulls back to 193. Back up to 200. Back down to 189. Where we are now. What does that mean? It means Hershey's going to find a new bottom in the next week or so. HSY. Okay, right now, 191, the 192s go for 90 cents. Next week's go for $2. So next week's Hershey's looks pretty good. Okay, it's over 1%. What does Hershey usually do this time of year? And here we are right now. Looks like she's going through a downturn for Hershey's for the next couple of weeks. Actually, for like the next month or so. Look at that for the next month. That's definitely to the downside. Don't get me wrong, you know, Hershey's a company I grew up with in the 60s and 70s. You know, I'm familiar with the company, so it's like I don't have a problem buying it if the numbers work. Tally, no. How do I pronounce it, Tally? Adrian, hey, David. What is the bottom line you were pointing to just now? I'm assuming you're talking about the seasonality chart. Now, let me go backwards a little bit so I can explain, because once you ask that question, it tells me right away that you're relatively new here. Okay, so this chart over here that you're looking at now is what is called a seasonality chart. Over to the far left is January 1st. To the far right is December 31st. It is actually the whole year. It is an average movement, not the actual stock price. So here's the average movement for this year, the blue line. And this blue dot right here is exactly where we are on the calendar. Okay? The end of August. I want to take a look at this area right here between August, the end of August, and September, right in this area right here. This red line here is 10 years worth of data. 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 18, 19, so on and so forth. It's the average movement the stock has moved for the year based on the last 10 years. So you can see from where we are today, all right, here's where we are today, okay, here's the average movement. It's going to go down and keep on going down through the whole month of September. Hypothetically speaking, that's just historical performance. That's not a guaranteed movement. It's just like that's what they did last year, the year before, the year before. That's what they do on average. I mean, what does Hershey do? They make chocolate. Okay, nothing new, nothing interesting. It's the same thing, day after day after day. They tell me, what are you doing today? We're making some chocolate. Didn't you do that last week? Yeah, matter of fact, we did that last year too. That's all they do is make chocolate. Okay. Next. Next on the list, NOK, Nokia. NOK. Yeah, Nokia is going to be a no. Only reason it's going to be a no is look where it is. Okay, it's at the high of the year. Okay, yesterday was the high of the year for Nokia. Thank you for that free game. All right, Adrian. Yeah, so yesterday's the high of the year. Why would I want to buy at the high of the year? It doesn't make any sense to me. I like it for when it goes high and then comes back down. That's where I like to buy. Okay, someplace where the stock has already been. All right, that's Nokia. What does the numbers look like for Nokia? 418, the 4s are going for 11. That's not good because you're losing 18 cents up the top. Yeah, that one's not good. The 4, yeah, Nokia, the options aren't that good. Ace, oh my goodness, Ace, can you behave yourself tonight, please? Thank you. All right, next on the list, NIO, N-I-O, N-I-O, NIO. No, I don't know why I'm looking at NIO. Never heard of them. NIO. Let's see what kind of historical performance they have with dividends. Oh, look at that. There are no dividends in a selected time frame. That means there's no dividends for NIO. So why are we looking at it? Okay, Nathan, we've already looked at AVGO. Already looked at AVGO tonight. Next on the list is going to be 3M. 3M. Oh, man. Now, I remember jumping in at 3M in January and February, right here, where this mess happened. Okay, where they decided to stop paying dividends, or decrease the dividends, sorry. And then they dropped, kept on dropping, then something happened, and they just freaking shot up. Alright. Sorry, just joined. Okay, Nathan, not a problem. So currently, don't get me wrong, I love 3M, really do. They've been in business for over 100 years, but I don't like buying at the high of the year. So I'm going to write 3M down for 2 weeks, because give it a little bit of time for some to have some profit taken. So that's 3M. Okay, get one more on the list here, and then we're going to go to our circled list only this week. 2 weeks, cool. Okay, did we look at GPS? Something's wrong with GPS. How about Macy's? Sam, we looked at Macy's earlier today. Okay, Erica, for some strange reason, the gap is not working right. GPS. Okay, and it's saying there's no option for the gap, which I know is incorrect because I have done options on the gap before. Yay, move, prop. I have no idea what that means, Tally. But alrighty. Okay, so JWN. Let's take a gander at that one. JWN, because I have that one circled for this week. Oh, that's funny. Wow, take a look at that. There's the high, here's the low, it's where it was, this is where it is. Look what happens today. We looked at it yesterday, and yesterday I said, this is a great pick, and I wrote it down and I circled it. Let's look what happened to this morning. Right now we're at 21.97. The 22 is going for 32 cents for this week. 2 days left, that's awesome. Next week's 22 is going for over 2%. That's awesome also. Alright. A year ago, we're at 15.74, bottomed out in November at 12.95. Have a high of the year at 24.04, and that was in the middle of July. Okay, last 30 days, here we go. 30 days ago, 22.65, we shoot up 23.25, big drop to 19.50. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Look what happened today. She gaps up, went all the way to 23.25, a new high of the 30-day period. More than likely going to be profit taking tomorrow. More than likely. Alright, that's JWN. Intel, INTC. Okay, now we already looked at Intel today. Ford we already looked at. IBM. Baxter. Let's take a look at Baxter. BAX. Now, Baxter. Hey, Adrian, we already did Disney. Sorry. Great job for 90 minutes. Cool. Time to take a break. That station break. Station identification. Alrighty. Let's get back to Baxter. Baxter Energy. Double high, 44. Bottom at 31. It was at 41 last year. Now it's at 37. Here's the direction it's going. Pretty plain and easy to see. Tally. Yep. Not yay, mame. Mame? Tally mame. Alright. Alright, so a year ago, Baxter's at 41.56. There's the bottom. Well, let's look at the last 30 days. Here we go. Yeah, I'm going to put Baxter down for 2 weeks from today. Look at that profit take place. BAX. Alright, take a quick look. 30 days ago at 36. Okay, we drop down here to 34, shoot up to 37, drop down to 34 again. Here's our high at almost 38.50. 2 days pulling back. Yeah, this baby's going to come down for the next couple of weeks before I jump back in. Flipper wants to take a look at Dell. Dell. Now, we've looked at Dell for the last couple of weeks. Right? A year ago, it was in the 50s. High of the year is 180, drops back down to 90, losing 50% of its value. Look at that. A year ago, we're in the 50s. Okay, went up 330%, 350%, something like that. Pulls back, drops 50% from its high of the year to the new 90-day bottom. Now we're sitting at 111.56. Okay, last 30 days. Okay, no huge movement direction whatsoever. No indication whatsoever. Look, the last 2 weeks, just going sideways, staying between 109 and 111. Just going sideways. All right, fine. Now I jumped into some Dell the other day at 111. Well, right now, that's weird. It says 107. The 107 is going for $9. That's crazy. That's like 8% for this week. And for next week, about the same. I'm definitely doing this week's and not doing next week's. I'd even take a small loss on something to jump onto Dell for this week. How about Dollar Tree? We looked at Dollar Tree, that didn't work. Family Dollar, whichever you have not looked at. That's nice. Please, can you teach me how? Bobo, what's happening? What are you trading on? This is Thinkorswim. You can go to thinkorswim.com, download this for free, and then you just sign up with Charles Schwab. They'll let you use it for free for a while. Tenzin, how are you today? Adrian, what is your criteria before pulling the trigger? Well, Adrian, let's take a gander at it right now. Let's take a look at NEE, N-E-E. NextEra Energy. It's going to be a no for NextEra Energy. Too close to the high. See, the high of the year is 81. 2 days of the pullback. Usually this is going to come down. This thing's going to drop like a rock in the next 2 weeks. So I'm going to take a look at it in 2 weeks from today. N-E-E. Okay. Philip Morris. That's next on the list. I'm going to get to my criteria in a second. As soon as I find one that looks good. Yeah, Philip Morris is also going to be a no. It's at the high of the year also. So Philip Morris will be on the list for the next 2 weeks. PM. MO, Altria. Yep, nope. MO for Altria. JWN, we already looked at that one. US Steel. US Steel. Okay. Harvey, Target. Was Dell a monthly? No, Dell's a weekly. TGT. We'll take a look at Target next. And then Southwest Airlines. Take a look at that in a little bit. All right, Erica? What about PNC in a few weeks? Kevin, give me a second. We'll take a look at PNC also. PNC. All right, let's go back to U.S. Steel. Here's our high. Here's the low. That's where it was. This is where it is. This is the direction. A little bit to the downside. 37.74 to 38. 20 cents. No. Next week's 38's 10 cents to 90 cents. Probably next week's. Yeah. Next week's probably. All right. A year ago was the bottom of the year, $30.06. Topped out at the end of the year at $50. Okay. Last 30 days, here we go. 30 days ago, we opened up at 40.65. Little drop, hit the top. The top was 42.78. And that was the 15th. Austin, Dell's a monthly? No, Dell's a weekly, dude. Okay, bottom of the year 2 days ago. Oh, no, that's a bummer. Look at that. 2 days ago was the bottom. One day up, and then she pulled back again. So we're going to be again looking for a 30-day bottom or a succession going to the upside. Okay. Now Monday was the bottom. Yesterday was up. Today is back down a bit, but not lower than Monday's higher. James and everyone, have a wonderful night, and thank you for sharing. All right, guidance. Austin, Dell. Okay, Dell. All right, Austin. Dell is a weekly. 30 August, 6 September, 13 September, 20 September, 27 September. Yeah, Dell's a weekly. Corbin calls tomorrow. Nope. Calls on Friday. Okay, calls on Friday. All right, Kevin, PNC. PNC. Ugh. Sorry, dude. Too close to the high. Look at it. 181. It was actually at 183 today was the high. Okay, so the 182s are going for $1. Next week, 220. I like it for next week. However, I would give it two weeks, maybe 3 for it to pull back. Akram, Q. No. I don't like the Qs. Tesla, Creator, no to Tesla. PNC. All right, no PNC, Dell, Target, TGT. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, Target is a dividend king, been around for a while. Okay, Heath Martin, Zim, no. Sorry, Zim has no dividends. It's going to be a no. Look at Target. That's Black Swan again. Had 5 black swans this year. That means she jumps up or drops down for no reason whatsoever. Yeah, I'm going to stay away from Target. But that's just me. Alright. But anyway, Target, 156.86. Now, here's your 30-day high right here. It's coming down, you get this gap, that thing is going to fill, this is going to drop. So Target looks like something interesting in a couple of weeks. Joshua, JEPI is a no. Creator, Ford, we already looked at that. Heath, you say Zim has 20 years of dividends? I find that rather hard to believe. TGT. ZIM. ZIM. Oh, yeah. Okay. Zim has a dividend. One dividend. And you want me to look at a company that paid 1 dividend? Yeah, no. I was right the first time when I said no. NEM, Newmont. NEM. NEM, save me, NEM. Alright, no to NEM because it's at high of the year. Okay, no, sorry. JEPI is going to be a no. Alrighty. NEM. Next, AbbVie, we already looked at Philip Morris, we looked at AT&T, we looked at Nike. NKE and Nike. Interesting. Nike. High of the year, it's a triple high in December. Bottoms here, 71. Okay, a year ago we're at 100. Now we're at 82. It's still a no. That's funny. Now, but Ford was a yes. Okay, Creator, you want to look at Ford? Ford was a yes. We looked at it about an hour or so ago. All right, Nike. A year ago, 99.55. Got a triple top at 123. What are your thoughts on UPRO? No. Okay, we'll take a look at it in a second. Okay, here's your bottom right here after that big drop. Double bottom here at 70.63. The last 30 days. Okay, 30 days ago, 72. There's our bottom right down here at 71. She shoots up. Yep, she's going to start coming down now. Just my humble opinion. Okay, UPRO, UPRO, UPRO. Okay, $80.07. What are your thoughts on URPO? We're looking at that one right now. Hold on a second. UPRO. Okay. So, UPRO has two dividends. Two. March 2024, 12 cents. June 2024, 22 cents. Okay, when I say I want 20 years, 20, yeah, 2 decades of increased dividends, you pop up with just 2. What's up? What do you think about Moderna? Oh, Moderna. mRNA. Interesting. mRNA. Keep it real, Money Main. Money Main? Money Main. Okay, mRNA. mRNA. This is what I think of Moderna. There are no dividends in this time period. No for Moderna. Creator, Coca-Cola, huh? Coca-Cola, don't get me wrong, great company's been around for a long time. However, the premiums are less than desirable. It's at the high of the year. It hasn't been this high all year. And the dividends, not the dividends, the premiums, 71.75 to 72 is going for 50 cents. That's 2/3%. Wait until Monday to buy Ford. Looks like they pay dividends on the 3rd. Yeah. Why would we want to wait to buy Ford? Okay. That's what Ford looks like at the moment. 1435 was the high, 950 was the bottom. Right now we're sitting at 11. Okay, 30-day bottom was on the 5th. She shoots up. Monday was the high of this week. I thought you only bought on Mondays and sold on Fridays. Katie, how are you? Yes, that is true. Okay, Katie, where do you look at Starbucks? Katie, what the EX dividend date for Ford was on 8/7. So they already had the dividend. Thought you only bought a month. Yeah, that's true. I'm just saying, I'm just giving you the numbers. What if I bought it tomorrow? So right here, she's at 11. So waiting to buy Ford. Well, right now the 11s are going for 12 cents. That's nice for this week. Next week, going for 22, which is 2%. I like it when Ford gives me a 1 or 2% trade. Next on the list, CSCO. CSCO. Cisco, high at 58 a year ago, bottom here at 44.50. Right now we're at 49.85. Here we go, last 30 days. Take a look. Cisco looks like she's starting to pull back. 30 days ago, we're at 48. We dropped down all the way to 44.50. Nice gap up. Hits the top of 51 on Monday. Tuesday's down. Wednesday was down. This baby's starting to come down. So I'm going to put Cisco for 2 weeks from today. And it is written down in the book for 2 weeks from today. Alrighty then. Right, last on my list. Last one on my list for this week is ET, Energy Transfer. Alrighty. Okay, energy transfer. Here's our high. Here's our low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Here's the direction it's going. A little bit to the downside. 1588. The 16s for this week. Nope. 16s for the next week. No. Not even worth taking a closer look because the numbers just don't work. It don't. Moderna, no dividends. Cisco seems high right now. Yeah, Cisco is high right now. That's why it's a no. Alright, 86. We looked at DVN already. Okay, here's the last 30 days for DVN. And here's our high, here's our low. Monday was 46. Tuesday's lower. Wednesday's lower. So, not at the moment, not for Devon Energy. Looks like she should be coming down before she turns around and goes back up again. So, Devon looks like it should be for next week. And it is written down for next week. So, 86, Devon Energy is written down for next week. We got a couple more days today, this week, Tuesday and Wednesday. Sorry, Tuesday and Wednesday were lower than Monday was. So, tomorrow being Thursday, then Friday, then maybe she'll turn around and go back up. Don't know. Alright. We looked at Dell. We looked at Target. LUV, Southwest Airlines. Okay. There's our high, low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this direction. It's actually at a high in a 30-day period, so it doesn't look that favorable. Okay, 30 days ago we're at 26.50, bottomed out at 23.50. Now we're at 28. Now, yesterday was the high. Today is a little bit lower, but today I would say no for the next couple of weeks for this one, LUV. All right, so for next week, the week after, last one on my list. Home Depot. We'll take a look at Home Depot next, but the last one on my list for the evening is going to be PNC. PNC. All right, PNC is going to be a no. Look at where she is. The high of the year. Sorry, that's a no. You got it, Adrian. No. All right, Home Depot. Uh-oh. It's on 10 past 11. Okay. Memble. PLTR. All right, Home Depot. That's going to be a no also. Okay, look where she is. Look at that run up from 340 up to 380. That's a $40 increase. $2 to the pullback. Yeah. Home Depot maybe in a couple of weeks. PLTR has no dividends. Japan. Tally. I have no idea what Japan means. JAPON. No such thing there, kiddo. Yeah, PLTR has no dividends whatsoever. That's going to be a no right off the top. Alright, well, that's everything on my list for this week. I actually have nothing else written down for this week. Imagine that. Done them all. Alright, so let's open it up for some questions. What do you guys want to know? ARLP. What the heck is ARLP? Alliance Resources? Yeah, that's going to be a no, right? Monthly options just don't pay. Okay? Terribly sorry. Erica, you're welcome. That would be weird, signing out because I got nothing left to talk about. But next week, we got a bunch of stocks to take a look at. I use, ODC. What the heck is ODC? ODC. There's no options at all, dude. That's going to be a terribly no. Katie, how are you? Okay, user 7166 wants to take a look at Abelmal. Abelmal, 88 bucks. Look at that drop. The high of the year is 200. It drops down to 70. From 200 to 70. That's a big ass drop. That's a $130 drop. Good resources to educate myself more on options. Dividends seem like a better route than stock. All right, Harvey. T. Rowe Price. We'll take a look at T. Rowe Price next. Let's finish up with Abelmal. That's a big ass drop. That would make me very unhappy if I saw it a year ago at 200 and now it dropped down to a bottom of 70. All right, well, let's take a look at the last bottom. 29th, here we go. Now, ARLP been paying pretty nice dividends. ARLP. All right, LV Mall. Blueberry, how you doing? Stevie Ray. We'll take a look at ARLP in a little bit. NTES, only 10 years of dividends. Okay. NTES. So if it only has 10 years of dividends, that's mean I don't want to look at it. Oh! All right, 30 days ago at 92, jumped up to 100, drops down to 72, jumps up to 92 on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, 2 days to the downside. Whoa, that don't make me a happy camper. Okay, at 88 right now, 88.75. The 89s are going for 99 cents for this week, for just 2 days. 99 cents, that's over 1%. The 88s for next week, 267. That's close to 3%. But you have to like Abelmal. And I do have Abelmal at 90.78. Holy shit. Alright. Well, I happen to have some that I got on Monday. NTES. Okay, ARLP. ARLP. Alright, didn't we just look at this one a little while ago and decide that it's a no? It's a no because it has monthly options. ARLP is a no. They're paying a pretty nice dividend. Yeah, but Stevie Ray, it only has options once a month, which means I can only do a covered call 12 times a year. It's not the dividend that I'm looking for, Stevie. It's the premium. So if I jumped in and I did this, very true. Okay. If I did this stock, okay, I'm looking at the 23.92, which would be the closest one, the 25, which is 10 cents. It's not even a 0.5%, and I've got to hold it for 4 weeks. Okay, explain to me how a 0.5% covered call is supposed to be okay. Well, yeah, you can do this in conjunction with the dividends. So you get your dividends once per quarter, and you get this once a month. Yeah, you'll increase your return, but why would I want to do it once per month when I can do it every week? Do you ever check out what the Dow Jones is doing, this type of trading? There are a couple companies doing it. Do you average more than 1% per week? Yes. Ginger Button. Oh. Since you I'm at 2.6 cents. Oh. Okay. Ginger Button. Do you average more than 1% per week? Since following you, I'm at 2.6% average per week. Well, awesome. Seriously, good for you. This is the first time I'm seeing your name, so apparently you're somewhere in the background and I'm not just seeing you. Do you ever check out the Dow? Yeah, there's a couple of ETFs that are doing something similar to this, and they have like a 12% yield. Not bad. ZTS. I like the way you think. Thank you, Stevie Ray. ZTS. What the heck is ZTS? Now, usually, if you hear me say, what the heck is this? Usually it means it's going to be a no. Monthly options just don't work for me. That's going to be a no. Kariba. Win. W-Y-N-N. Now, I have Win, and I've had Win since since May. So I've had it for 3 months. Okay, so right now, take a look at Win. Here's our high. Here's our low. This is where it was. This is where it is. Look at the direction it's been going lately. Okay, well, let's take a gander at it. A year ago, 96.97. Okay, top of the year was 110.38. The bottom was just recently on the 5th. And the bottom was 71.63. Kariba, how are you today? AVGO Broadcom. All right, so 30 days ago we're at 81.41. We topped out the last 30 days, 83.97, right around $84. Okay, we're sitting at 75. 3 days to the downside. Last couple of days. 75.28. That means we'd be looking at the 76s, and they're going for 45 cents for this week. All right, Rude Dude, you have a nice night too, buddy. Marathon Non, Google. Yeah, Google doesn't have. Google just recently started paying dividends, and that's going to be a no. Sleeky came. Alrighty, I have no idea what I Sleeky came mean. So, the last 3 days a little bit on the downside for Win, but the 76s for next week are going for 111. Okay, AVGO just had big layoffs last week. Well, we already looked at AVGO this week. AVGO. Okay, so this is what AVGO looks like for the last 30 days. Good day. Would you get into Ricey if the reinstate divvies? It is Stevie Ray, I'm going to say no, because I've never heard of them. Finish the Win analysis. That's what we're doing right now. Hold that thought. 30 days ago, we're at 150. We dropped down to 130. Shoot on up to 171. That is a $41 increase. 41 on, that's about 30% increase between here and here. 30% within 2 weeks. Well, there's going to be profit taking. The thing's going to keep on dropping. I'm going to think it AVGO in about 2 weeks. And it's written down for next week, but I want 2 weeks. AVGO. Yeah, that thing's going to keep on coming down. Nike. We looked at Nike a little while ago, but let's take a look at it again. Ricey is Rolls-Royce, the plane engine company, not the car. Adrian wants to look at Bank of America. BAC. Okay, Nike. We already did Nike. 82.50. Okay, see that big drop over there? Like the last 30 days, this baby ready to come down. So Nike is looking good for 2 weeks from today, not right now. RYCE. Okay. It has no option, so Ricey is going to be a no. Adrian, Bank of America, BAC. That company's over 100 years old. Alright, 38.88. Here's our high, here's our low, here's where we was, here's where we are. It's going to go this way. The 40s, not quite this week, but next week looks nice. Look at that from the high. Oops. Okay, here's our last 30 days with Bank of America. 30 days ago, we're at the high at 43. Drop down to 35, shoot up. Here we are right now at 40. Looks like she's running out of steam, but we're at a high still. Kind of looks like she's going sideways for a little bit, not quite sure which direction it's going. Tomorrow will be a better idea to give us an idea which way she's going to end up. You at AVGO, not win. Okay, EMR, Emerson. Didn't we look at Emerson already? EMR. Well, should I buy for tomorrow, sell it, put, and which company, please? Abdullah, how are you today? Abdullah, unfortunately, I have no idea who you are. I've never talked to you. I really can't give you any advice on anything. Terribly sorry. Okay? I always suggest people not listen to me and do your own research, because what the hell do I know? You know, I just look for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week using a particular trading strategy. AVGO buy the next 30-day low and hold for 2 weeks for a nice percentage option. Charlo, we just said that. Fastenal. That's F-A-S-T, right? Wait, we're looking at Emerson. Hold on a second. F-A-S-T. We'll look at that one next. Okay? Emerson. Year ago, 97.97, bottomed out at the beginning of November at 83.26. Okay, the top of the year was 119.53, and that was in the middle of July. Okay, from there, she drops on the 7th. Look at, here's the bottom right here. Look where she's going. Nice upward move. It was high on Friday. Monday was lower. Tuesday was lower. Today was lower. Okay? Not quite sure if she's going to keep on going down, but right now we're looking at 104. The 104 for next week is 130. If you like this company. Tommy, we missed you at the clan meeting last week. You're going to be there next time. Tony, I have no idea what that means. Alright. That being said, EMR. Last one on the list today is going to be FAST. F-A-S-T. F-A-S-T. Which most likely going to be a no, because I've never seen them before. I have no idea what they do. I only buy stocks with companies I know who they are. This one, monthly optional stock, which means I can only do it once a month, which means that is a no. Abdullah, my advice was keep coming back every day and learn what you can. What I show is, where was it a year ago? Where is it now? What direction is it going? Does it make sense to do this particular trade at this particular time? Rule number 1, never buy something you do not understand. Fastenal, I have no idea who they are. I have no idea what they do. Not something I would jump into. Emerson Electric, at least I know what they do. What's your annual return? C-A-G-R. I don't know what C-A-G-R means. But my annual return is over 50% per year. Do you always trade covered calls? In this trading in this trading platform, yes I do. I have 6 different accounts. Okay? 3 of them I share with you. 3 of them I do this strategy. Compound annual growth rate. I average over 1% per week. But this year, I'm going to be breaking 100% in one account and over 60% in the other account. I mean, they're going on rather nicely. You know, higher than normal this year, which is kind of strange. Alright. That was fast for now. Alright, we got 5 more minutes. I have nothing else to look at. Nothing left on this week. Oh, so you perform better than every fund in the world. Nice. Not necessarily so. That's not what I said. Okay, I am getting ready to open up my own fund, but you got to understand how funds work. You know, funds have to be guaranteed by someone. Well, certain funds can be guaranteed by someone, so you have to be a certain type of underwriting with an insurance company, which is what I'm looking to do. I got a friend of mine who's going to hook me up with his guy, see what he can do. He guarantees 15% per year. I'm looking to guarantee 18 to 20, but we'll go from there. Do you own some index funds? No, I do not. I don't like index funds. They don't pay the same. See, now I average 1% per week. 1% per week comes to over 50% per year. Why would I put into an index fund when index funds don't get that high? Have you ever thought about eating ramen noodles and reinvesting your profits for 16 months to double? I'm retired, so all my funds. Hey, Stephen Bright, holy shit, and Ginger, to answer your question, yes, that's me. Stephen Bright, how you doing, brother? Alrighty. Okay, so Charlo, I'm not really worried about that. I'm retired now, so all the money that I have is invested, and I get 1% per week. That's enough to pay all my bills, so I'm not really worried about it. But we'll see what happens. So we got a couple more links left before the day is done. Anybody else want to look at something? No, we good. Understood. Thanks. You got it. All right. Next on the list. What do we want to take a look at? How about we take a look at some CNI? What the heck is CNI? Canadian National Railroad. Sorry, dude. Canadian National Railroad is going to be a no because it's a monthly optional stock. So if I'm going to buy it at 122, I can sell the 120s at 105, but then I got to carry it for 4 weeks. Carrying it 4 weeks, and I'm only catching 1%. That means I'm getting 1/4% per week. 1/4% per week is only that's 1% per month. It's only 12% a year. No, that doesn't work for me. I like 1% per week. 1% per week is over 50% per year. Okay, 1/4% per week. Yeah, no, thank you. DX, Aceris. Aceris, did I say that right? DX. All right, DX also. Dynex is a monthly optional stock. This can be no. Now, Creator, Pfizer, PFE. That's a good one. Pfizer. Take a quick look at this. Here's our high of the year. 37, the bottom of the year 25, jumped up to 31.50, settled up here at 28.75. Let's take a look at the last couple of weeks. Good evening, how are you? CTO. Here is two for you. CTO. Never heard of it. Usually if I've never heard of it, it's usually going to be a no. Let's take a look at the last 30 days. 30 days. Here we go. So 30 days ago today, we're sitting at 30. Jump up to 31.50, drop down to 27.75. We're sitting at 28.75. Right now, the 29s are going for 12 for this week and 28 for next week. So next week, you can get your 1%. So if you're looking for that 1% every single week, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, that's over 50% per year. That's what I'm looking for. CTO, never heard of CTO. Yeah, CTO's a no. UHT, never heard of that one. UHT. Yeah, UHT is going to be a no also. Ginger, how are you doing? I don't know how to do that one. Audience. Linda, Ginger, no. Trying to invite Miss Ginger on. Alright, Ginger, DM me, Ginger. It'd be nice to chat with you. Steven's always a pleasure, dude. ABGO, we already looked at that one. Charlo, is there a way to find out daily stock volumes sold in our buys or sell? That's an interesting question. Okay, now you have the volume, which is easily available, the volume, but to find out who buys and who sells, I'm not 100% sure how you're going to find that information or what you're going to do with that information. Okay? But it is 11:30. It is time to turn into a pumpkin. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you again tomorrow night. Every night, 9 p.m. Yep, 9 p.m. to 11:30. That's 2.5 hours of meanness. I don't know how you guys can deal with it. Seriously. But anyway, you guys have a great night, and I'll see you again tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel.